Now next we will go and see how to add the filters on the message which we are sending. So far we have seen how we can send a message to the topic and it is going to all the subscription, but we want to add the filters so that only specific message can go to the subscription, not all. For that, first I'll go back to the code and I will remove everything from here. Just keep the connection here. First we will go and create the filters, and there are three types of filter. First we will try to add the SQL filter, then we will add the Boolean, and then we will add the correlation filter. And once these are done, we will send the message. Now to add the filter, what we have to do, we have to create service bus administration client and create an object of it. Here again we have to pass the connection string. So we already have the connection string here. I'll just copy and paste it. The good way of using the connection string, put out in a variable or put it out in the configuration setting and use it from there. Now next I will go and create a class, and let me just write it down here. Class, for example, customer, and it will just have two properties, and I'll name it as name. I'll have one more property and I'll just say it age. So once class is created, let's just go and create the SQL filter here. To create the SQL filter, what I will do, I will use the administrative client object which we have just created and dot create subscription. We'll create a new subscription also along with the filter which we are going to create, and here I'll say it as new create subscription options, and we have to first pass the subscription name. We have to first pass the topic name. So our topic is first topic and then subscription name, and let me say SQL filter subscription, and in this we have to pass the options also. So the next we will pass the options. So basically the rules which we want to create. So create rule options, and here we need to give the name of these rules. We will say SQL rules, and then we have to give the rule filter. So basically here we have to give the SQL conditions which we want should be applied whenever we are passing any message. So what I want if new SQL rule filter, and it should check the name if it is equal to Rohit, it should accept it. One more bracket to close it, and I think one more is needed. Once this is done, let us go and try to pass the message here. And to pass the message, again we have to create the sender. Client dot create sender, and in this we have to pass the topic name, which is for our case is first topic. Once this is done, next we have to create the object. I'll say customer object is equal to new customer object. It should be, I'll go with the obj is equal to new customer, and here we will pass age is equal to 32, name is equal to Rohit, and I'll go ahead and create another object. Object 2 is equal to new customer. In this case we will pass age is equal to 34 and name as in Maria, and I'll write it as where, and we will pass these messages. And to pass the message, we have to create a message object which will be of service bus message type, service bus message, and here now we have to, whatever the values we have created like age and name, we will be passing it to the properties. And if you type, there are set of things on which you can apply the filters. Some come under SQL and some under the correlation. What I will do, I will go and use the application properties, and application properties, it will include, I want name, and name should be, I'll say obj dot name, so the first object. And next I want to pass age here, and it should be obj dot age. So we are passing it to the application properties, and this looks good, and we just need to add a semicolon here. And once this is done, I'll just send it to the sender dot send message asynchronously, and we just need to pass the message here. Similarly, we'll go ahead and let me just take it from here and paste it here. I'll write it as second message. I'll just paste it here, and we have to create another message. So I'll name it as message 2 is equal to new service bus message. And for that we just have to create the application properties again, and it should be name. Now this time we have used obj2 dot name, then we have age here, and obj dot age, it should be obj2 dot age, and semicolon, and just you need to send this message, sender dot send message asynchronously message 2. Okay, so what will happen here, we have created the first filter which is of SQL type, and what we are doing here is, whenever we are creating a subscription with the name SQL filter subscription, we are adding the filter. If the name is Rohit, it should accept the message. If not, it should not accept the particular message. It will go to any other subscription if it is present and the rule matches with the message. If not, that will be rejected. So let me just run and we will see how it works. So execution is in progress. I'll not add any breakpoint. So once it is completed, it looks it is completed. Now let me go back. First I will just refresh it and see if any subscription is created. Yes, SQL subscription is created, and if you see, one message is already present over there. And let me click on that, and let me click on Service Bus Explorer. So the message is Rohit32, that is the property we have added, and the another message is not present. So to verify that, let me go back and let me go to any other subscription, and let's see if it is present here. Peek from start, and I believe this should be the one, Maurya. And if you see, since there is no filter on this particular subscription, it will be having both, and the Rohit is also present. So that is how the filter works. And the filters, whatever you have applied, if you are in the subscription, you can see on the same overview page the filters which are present over there. And for the SQL filter, we have applied name equal to Rohit, that is coming here. If you want, you can use this portal also to apply any filter, for example add filter. And if you want to apply any other filter, for example age is equal to this is the name, so I'll say age, and age is equal to 32, and this filter will be applied over there. Save changes, and if the condition is correct, it will save successfully. So this is how you can apply filter from the portal.